episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. I am your host, Sam Randazzo. Welcome back to another Friday show. It is the Friday before Week 11. We're going to make some picks today. We will answer every single last one of your guys' fantasy questions. Get ready. It's going to be a wild ride. My co-hosts, to my right, it is the one and only Uncle Sam.
Hello.
And to my left, it is none other than our very own Mr. Zolo, Mike Palazzolo.
Good afternoon. Blessed.
There it is. Behind the computer. Swimming through a sea of his own goo. It is Bruce the
Actually,
Tugboat.
that's not true. That's not true.
Oh,
He's just existing.
no goo?
Like an amoeba.
There's no goo? How is there no goo?
Amoebas are goo.
Just
And,
goo?
That is Bruce.
Bruce, sit one. Tyreek Hill, Lab McConkey, DK Metcalf. Bruce.
I'm
Tyreek
almost at the
Hill.
point where I want to sit Tyreek Hill. Jesus.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I think it's Tyreek or DK.
DK coming off the injury, I think I would still rather play him than Tyreek.
Is it wrong to switch team allegiance after 50 years? Well,
Yes.
Jake, give us the context.
Yeah.
Please.
Which team are you jumping ship
Where
on?
are you going to?
Yeah.
Where are you leaving? Tell us the whole deal.
We need it all, Jake.
We'll get to it
Break
in a
it down
second.
for us. Break
We'll
it
get
down.
to us in a second.
How you guys' weeks? Both of you. Whoever wants to answer, get in first.
Absolutely miserable. I scratched and clawed to get to today. I absolutely, as Dan Campbell once said, we'll tread longer, just long enough until we could bury you, and that was me, just treading water.
You got buried.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Sam, how was your week?
It was pretty good. I watched.
Wow, that's a fucking shit.
I watched Jake Paul get his fucking face slapped today.
There we
In the
go.
weigh-in, and or actually, it was yesterday. Watched him get smacked in the face for stepping on somebody's bare foot there, and I think he was a little shocked. He was a little shook.
Are we going to do a full Jake Paul, Mike Tyson recap on Monday?
I'm gonna watch. I hope it's not as rigged as they say it's gonna be.
I
Yeah,
hope it's
I do
not
too.
either.
But
I
if
do
you
too.
follow the money, it just is what it is at
It's
this
rigged.
point. But
It's
You
rigged.
follow the money; it doesn't pay for him to lose.
Jake Paul's the
you're talking
favorite.
about You're talking about Jake Paul.
Correct.
He's the favorite
Follow
at
the money,
minus
it doesn't pay for
270.
He has lost before. He lost
I
to
know he lost to Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury.
I seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm personally not a Jake Paul guy, but I mean, he's a legitimate. Whoever thinks he's not a boxer is wrong. He's been training for about 7 years as a legitimate boxer, and that's about how long it takes to learn how to box.
I wouldn't have
I
agreed
don't-
with
I
that.
don't-
2 years
Oh, yeah.
ago. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have agreed with that. But he is a legitimate
No,
boxer,
He's a legitimate boxer.
and more importantly, he's a terrific promoter. Him and his brother are
Oh,
both
they're-
incredible promoters.
Hey, these clowns make a lot of money, dude, and they get people to buy into their bullshit. They do.
We're all watching to see if Tyson could just land, and it doesn't. At this point, I'm conceding that it doesn't have to be knocked out because I don't think Jake Paul's getting knocked out.
Oh, all the rules are set to where he can't do it.
Well,
Exactly.
I will tell you right
Just want
now,
Tyson to land a
the
couple.
knockout lines are way better than decisions. Like, it's favoriting an
I don't believe that.
as far as
That's
betting
how you
goes,
know there's
favoring
not going to be a knockout.
Well, the reason
Right there.
reason being
Not
is
gonna
they're
be a
2 minute rounds. The 2 minute rounds actually makes a huge deal.
Yeah, 100%. He's just gonna rope a doe.
You're knocking 60 seconds off per round. When a guy starts to get tired, that's when it shows.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3 rounds is no bullshit. You got to be able to do the 3 rounds. But the 14-ounce gloves, I don't like that decision. I think they should have went with 10. Just because 10, you're getting a legitimate punch through on it.
We need to have
More padding, the worse, the more likely it goes to a draw or a decision.
I want to get back to this, but we need to have a talk about Jake in the chat right now.
Yeah, I don't know if
He
I
wants
want
to switch
anymore.
as fandom. He's talking about a fandom switch. He's a Bears fan currently.
Okay.
He wants to become a Packers fan. He was born and raised by Wisconsin parents, or his parents are Wisconsin born and raised. He is Chicago born and raised. Fed up with the rinse and repeat happening with the Bears. I see no issue with it.
You want my take?
Listen, you're going to the to the team that won the first Super Bowl. What's wrong with that?
Hold on.
I don't get it.
Bears suck, dude.
You'd be going from a team of or a fan base filled with entitled, annoying babies that think they're a lot better than they are, to another fan base filled with entitled babies who think they're a lot better than they are. I'll give you one thing.
Are you going to pitch him to come to Detroit?
Yeah,
These are the two oldest teams. These are the two oldest teams in the NFL.
They are the Cardinals. The Cardinals are the oldest team in the NFL.
There are two of them. Two out of the
three. That being said, yeah, I mean, if you want to be a Packer fan, you'll still be let down. They've won one thing in the last 30 years. It was good.
Jake, why don't you come join us?
No, it was one. It was 20. It was 2010.
Favre and Rodgers both won.
That was before that. No, it is. No, that was Favre one was 97.
Both won.
Favre one was 97.
Correct.
I want Jake to come join us.
Yeah, Jake.
Come to the Lions.
Jake, if you haven't yet, you should enter our ticket giveaway for Thanksgiving Day and come see the Lions so you know if you want to join us. If you haven't heard about it yet, it's a pretty big deal. We're giving away 2 sets of 2 tickets for the Lions Thanksgiving Day game.
You can watch them trounce your Bears.
Yeah. There you go. It's a perfect revenge game for you to watch the Lions stomp the Bears out. If you would like more information on it, you can check out our Instagram at TipBalls, or if you're watching us on TikTok, the last TikTok up in the pinned thing or whatever.
No, I don't blame him. I really don't blame him.
I wouldn't want to be a Bears fan.
You want to know I don't blame Jake? He sees what I see. The Caleb Williams thing, I would do the same thing. I'd jump ship.
So you weren't here with us on our last show, Zolo, but Uncle Sam did not have good words for Caleb Williams at all. But we'll get to
it. Wasn't good words. I was speaking truth.
Because
I've seen these teams do. He did in college. The same scenario in college is happening now at the pro level.
What's the scenario?
Well, I watched a few games last year. I can't remember who it was against exactly, but my man was getting hammered in the backfield, and his whole line wouldn't even pick him up off the ground. He just walked back to the huddle. I truly believe that he is a bad teammate, and I don't think guys fucking dig that bullshit he does. I really don't.
Did you guys see the thing that came out on Titty Badgin's father, Titty Senior?
Titty Senior. Big Titty?
So supposedly, and this has been confirmed by the Bears locker room, all of the rumors that you heard about how the leadership went to the coaches and wanted Caleb Williams pulled for Badgett were all of Tyson Badgin's father's doing, starting all the rumors to cause disarray. It's just the whole thing's in disarray, and I feel for Caleb Williams because I think he's just playing for a really poor organization, and it just is what it is at this point.
Do you think any of it's true? Any of it's notable? That these guys didn't go to management and say, hey, man, maybe we should make a change?
No, I don't, because
Why?
if you go back to Hard Knocks and the way they were talking about him during camp and the way they're acting.
One side of Hard Knocks.
You're only seeing one side, but the way he was behaving, the way the beat writers were talking about him, the way the staff has talked about him, to scapegoat him because his offensive line is poor and because he's in a poor system. Like, people knew Shane Waldron wasn't going to work from the start. From day one, people knew that Waldron wasn't the answer.
I don't disagree with that at all. I agree.
I think that Ryan Pace did his job to set up Caleb Williams for success. I don't think that Matt Eberflus and the McCaskies did their job to set him up for success.
But do you think any of the rumors that you're hearing about his team thinking they should make a change is legit? I mean, we don't know. I
can
it's
see,
all just made for
I
TV
can see
bullshit?
DJ Moore being upset because they traded away Justin Fields. I can see the defense being upset at the way the offense is playing. I could see that. I can't see the people going to pull Caleb Williams because I don't think Tyson Badgett gives them a better opportunity to win. And if they want to win games, that's not the way to go about it.
Okay.
I think it's a combination of coaching and personnel issues, and maybe they didn't invest as much as we thought.
I feel there's a little more to it than that because this is repeating what happened with him in college. So there's got to be something there. There's got to be something there. If it happened to him in college and now it's happening to him at the pro level, it has to be something there.
All right. Speaking of all of this, should we talk? You want to just jump right into some picks? We talk about this game?
Yeah.
The Bears play a game this weekend. Obviously, as we said, with a new offensive coordinator. The Green Bay Packers are heading to the Windy City to play the Bears. Green Bay, a 5.5-point favorite. Over-under is 40.5. Zolo, start it up.
What's the weather supposed to be?
You want
Bear weather.
Only thing I want to know.
Bear weather.
I want to know what the weather's going to be.
Are they going to bear down? Sunday in Chicago, 20% chance of rain, 60 degrees, 11-mile-per-hour winds.
I already go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You want to go?
I'm gonna bite on this. I think the Bears cover.
Oh no.
I'm gonna start there. I think the Bears cover. There's just too much disarray. Typically, things like a coordinator change, it's not always enough, but it can invoke some change. I think the Bears cover. I think the Packers win out of desperation because they can ill afford to no longer hold pace in the NFC. So I think the Packers win. I think the Bears cover. Give me the under in that weather. And a prop that I like for this week is going to be, let's go with Jordan Love over 0.5 interceptions.
Uncle Sam?
Taking the Packers and the over.
Packers over, and what is your prop?
Josh Jacobs, anytime touchdown.
Wow. All right. I'm going to take the Packers as well in this game to cover the 5.5 and win. I'm going to bite and go over.
Yeah.
I've been a big unders guy as of late. Big unders guy. I'm going to take the over in this game as well.
The only reason why I'm picking the Packers, they already played in one monsoon. I think they can handle another one. I don't
Back-to-back monsoons.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with double anytime touchdown here. Parlay. I'm going to do Jaden Reed and DeAndre Swift together. And I also like the overs on both passing props. Caleb over 190, Jordan Love over 230. I think you're going to see a lot of offense against a Bears defense that's been shaky as best as of late. This game's going to be very telling. I'm wondering here if you're going to see the Bears get stomped out again. Bears haven't scored a touchdown in 2 games.
Yeah.
I think Swift gets them on the board, but I think this one could get ugly personally.
Divisional game would be a tough game.
Divisional game.
You guys want
Bruce?
to?
I'm going with Packers in the over.
I'm going to forget about Bruce all day again today.
I know that.
The Packers own the Bears. That's why.
Excuse me?
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears,
No, just the Packers.
except when he's on the Jets because they'd probably lose.
Well, just in general, Jordan Love carries that finesse over, I guess you'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about last night, or you guys want to keep picking?
Talk about last night.
We had a divisional game last night on Thursday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles.
When you're done, I got a bone to pick about last night.
Ooh, you can pick all the bones you want.
Go ahead.
Juwan Jennings or JSN?
This weekend, low-key, I really like Jackson Smith.
I like Jackson Smith and Jigba as well. I would go JSN this week over Juwan Jennings. The Juwan Jennings thing for me, it's really starting to fizzle. I think Pearsall is going to come on a lot more harder
stronger,
as of late. Yeah,
better.
Yeah. Philadelphia seals their position atop of the NFC East. Now 2 games up on Washington, 26-18. This one didn't really get carried away until the 4th quarter.
Tillman, Montgomery, or Higgins at the flex, but we're all in agreement when we say 1, 2, 3. David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. Death taxes. David Montgomery anytime this week. Even though Uncle Sam might have went with Cedric Tillman. You like Cedric Tillman over Monty this weekend?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God, you're gross.
Cedric Tillman.
All right,
You
go
are
ahead.
so gross.
Get to this game, goddamn.
How
Okay.
you know he's kidding is when he repeats the person.
Herbert, Stroud or Herbert. Sorry,
Stroud or Herbert?
Herbert.
Herbert against the Bengals. Give me Herbert. I think that game's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah. I agree.
We want to review last night. Keep your comments coming on the TikTok. We just want to review last night's game, and then we'll get to them.
Promise we'll get to him. Philadelphia, Saquon Barkley put this game on his back at the end and stopped messing around because Philadelphia couldn't do anything.
I really wish he would stop the tush push thing. It's so stupid.
It works.
Got one of the best backs in the league, and this guy could be just fucking smashing records, and you continue with this Jalen Hurts fucking stupid gimmick play.
Yeah, but Barkley put the team on his back and finished this one off. Barkley's the sole reason why they won this game.
Yeah, but I don't think they would be. I think they would be better off not doing that bullshit.
What do we think about going for it on 4th and 2 instead of kicking to take the 13-12 lead?
I would have kicked it.
think it was just a broken play. I think they had it if the play doesn't break down.
Yeah. I agree.
I know. I really wanted Washington to win this game. I really did.
Yeah, can we do this real quick?
I did too.
Can we do this? Did anyone stay for the post game for any stupid reason?
I fell asleep.
For any dumb reason, did anyone do something stupid like me and stay for the post game? Bruce, cut to my camera, please.
Okay.
Where would you guys rank Tony Gonzalez as a tight end all time?
All time,
Yeah.
top 5.
Okay, fair. Yeah, it's fair. I'd
What
say
about
3.
three?
I'd say 3. I'd go Kelsey,
Top
Gronk,
3.
Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Tony Gonzalez looked. He turned around and he looked and he goes, "Yeah, I don't know about those Lions. Jared Goff had 5 interceptions on Sunday. What I saw tonight is one of the most complete performances I've seen all year in all 3 phases." Tony Gonzalez, my friend. There's a reason no one on your panel agreed with you.
Yep.
The Lions are top 3 in all 3 phases of the game in DVOA. All 3 phases. They're 8-1. 8-1. Their offense is by far better than the busted-ass offense that the Eagles have. And guess what? Here's my favorite stat. Last night, out of the Eagles' 7 wins, last night was their first win against a team with a winning record. And that team had to choke a little bit for you to get there.
That
Please, the Eagles could be good. Saquon's running the hell out of the ball. Let's not overlook that Jalen Hurts didn't find Devontae Smith, that he didn't find A.J. Brown, that other than maybe their young guys on the D-line, and Quinion Mitchell is a dog, by the way. He's an absolute dog. Other than them, the secondary is still extremely suspect.
I like the cat on the other side.
Cooper
When he
DeJean.
got from, yeah, I like him.
Did you see, by the way, Cooper DeJean and
Walking into the game.
and Reed Blankenship walked into the game with shirts that said "Exciting Whites."
Yeah. Well, I
Anyways.
just think he's a really good player. I really do.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I think the Eagles are probably the best challenge to the Lions. And I don't want to make it seem like it's some walkover thing, but to look at that game last night and look at that Eagles team and say they're the most complete team in the league, the Lions are destroying them defensively against significantly better.
Lions were coming off a poor performance.
Yeah.
And they still won.
And he did what everyone does. You all want to cherry pick Jared Goff for one bad game that he still came back and made the throws to win, number 1. Number 2, 3 of the 5 interceptions really weren't his fault, okay? And you're going to overlook the 6 games that Jared Goff had it was arguably the best streak in NFL history, and start with him and cite that's the reason why the Eagles look like the best of the NFC right now. Cool. I wish I was lucky enough to play the Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants twice. I do. I truly do wish that. So good on you, Tony Gonzalez. I think that's a horrible take. We'll see how it ends. We'll see if I'm wrong in about 2 months. But
I'll be honest with you. I don't see Philadelphia making it to the NFC Championship anyway.
no. Right now, let's do it right now. Philly or San Francisco? Who do you think?
As of right now, I think Philly.
I think San Francisco.
Philly or Green Bay? Who do you think?
Philly.
Green Bay might.
For me, Green Bay.
I think Philly.
For me, Green Bay. Philly or Atlanta?
Oh, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
You want to know something? I think Washington, if they do play again, and I think
They play again in Washington.
and I think Washington wins. They'll split that.
They play again in Washington.
Minnesota, Philadelphia.
Philly.
So you're putting Philly as second best team in the NFC?
Minnesota at their
As
best.
of right now, looking at the 2 teams, I feel that Philadelphia could beat Green Bay and could beat Minnesota.
Minnesota at their best is the second best team in the NFC, in my opinion. When everything's clicking, they're running the ball well. Darnold looks good. Flores is throwing schemes that no one can predict. To me, like, if it's a scheme off between Sirianni and whoever's running their offense right now, Kellen Moore
yeah.
and Brian Flores, I'm taking Brian Flores 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And Kevin O'Connell.
I'm not a Sirianni guy.
I know you aren't.
I really ain't, and I wish that his team could keep the fire because they're very talented on both sides of the ball. They have a ton of guys that can play football. The problem with them between last year and this year has been coaching. I really do. I mean, you can't deny they've won 6 in a row. I mean, I get it. Last night was the first team they beat that was above 500. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But they keep winning, and they're like Kansas City.
Let's pick Dallas, and I think it's the Sunday night game. Dallas and Houston, or is it the Monday night game? It's the Monday night game. Let's pick Dallas and Houston real quick because we have a couple questions about Nico Collins.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I think we can do it on 3, right?
Yeah, we're all gonna pick the game on 3. Ready?
1. Okay, hold on. Would you like to hear the line first?
do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday Night Football live from Dallas. Houston's going there. Houston's a touchdown and a half favorite. 7.5 points. Over unders 41. 1, 2, 3. Houston
Dallas.
to win.
I'm kidding.
Houston to win and Houston to cover.
I also like Houston to win to Houston to cover. I like Nico Collins anytime. To answer your question, I think Nico Collins could easily put up 100 and a touchdown this
I
week.
agree. I think-
If he's legitimately healthy.
Yeah, he practiced all week. He was a full
Okay.
participant today.
Yeah, he didn't last week.
I think he goes off. Are you taking Houston?
I'm
as well?
taking Houston.
I'm surprised you're not just mouth watering over.
Why?
What's
Why?
his name?
What?
Who's the
Dak Prescott?
No, the
Cooper
Rush. Yeah.
No, I think that experiment's on the way
Listen,
out.
I think Cooper Rush
Trey
hasn't
Lance?
played football in so long. It's showing. I don't think Dallas Cowboys will win another game all year.
I'm taking the under in that too.
Yeah, I like the under. The only scenario I envisioned where the Houston offense struggles is if Parsons starts to eat. It's not going to happen. I think this is a good game for Joe Mixon. Great game for Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
I think it's
same.
a great game for Nico Collins. Nico Collins might have 10 receptions. He could easily
I
carve this
think
Dallas
Houston
defense up.
needs to make a statement, especially after last week.
They do.
They do. And they're going to
In
come out.
Dallas too. That'll be fun.
Yeah, they're
for
going to
them.
come out hard and really put one on Jerry and the boys.
Okay, couple questions. Oh, Bruce, pick the game. Sorry,
Houston.
Houston.
You said say it all at the same time, so
Oh, you said it already.
I said
Oh,
it.
cute.
But I'm gonna take the over.
I didn't hear you.
Actually, what's the over under?
41.5.
It's
I'll
the
take the over.
the weed voice is really quiet.
Okay, we got a couple questions
up
here.
a little
No, everybody said it, but Zolo threw everybody off with his Dallas.
Yeah, I was stunned there for a second.
And I'm taking my prop is Dak Prescott anytime.
Okay, we have a question in the YouTube chat that I want to get to because it's an interesting one. Jonnu Smith's been one of the hottest tight ends in the league as of late. Very quietly, I must add. Jonnu Smith against the Raiders or Kyle Pitts against the Broncos.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith.
I'm going with Jonnu Smith as well. Going with Jonnu Smith. Back to TikTok real quick here. Do you like Pickens or Nico Collins this week? Obviously, Collins against the Cowboys.
Oh, I like George Pickens between the two of them.
George Pickens against the Ravens.
I like George Pickens against that Ravens secondary. No, but look what Jamar Chase did to the Ravens. The Ravens secondary is their weakness.
And I don't think you're going to get Kyle Hamilton this week again.
No, they said Kyle Hamilton's off the injury report.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he is.
Well, if he's off the report, then I'm definitely going with.
Nico Collins.
If it's George Pickens on who's the rookie from Clemson, that the Ravens start, I can't remember his name.
I think I'm going Nico Collins as well. I think he's going to eat against Cowboys.
I know who you're talking about. I can't. My brain ain't working.
Those are good problems to have. I wonder who your third receiver is in your flex,
How
because I
many-
would start both of those guys.
How many points do you think Nico Collins has? I think Nico Collins go for a 20 burger.
Yeah.
Out of the gate off the injury. I'm starting Hunt and McCaffrey at running back 1 and 2. Do I bench one of them and play Montgomery and Tillman? Would you? Okay, so the question here is: do you bench Kareem Hunt for Cedric Tillman? Anybody with a brain says no, but Uncle Sam may say yes.
I said no.
Oh, okay. So go Hunt, McCaffrey, Montgomery. Hunt, McCaffrey, Montgomery. Do we make a living out of sports betting? No, we make a losing out of sports betting here. Okay. Let's keep picking games.
Can you hear me, Bruce? my mic fell out. Sorry.
Are you good now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because President Baker in the chat said he couldn't hear you.
Can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
President Baker
Shout
couldn't.
out to the president. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Allie, PJ.
Yeah, we got a nice crowd. in the
PJ, thanks
chat
for the
today.
correction on Ryan polls. Sometimes in real time when I'm flowing, it's tough.
You do. You've been
Shout out to
messing with
Chris.
my microphone.
Shout out to
Bruce?
Andre, President
Yeah,
Baker,
we're wiping
Tyler.
your
I
ass
see
out
you.
or something.
Bruce is going to get his teeth knocked out here in a second if the mic
Okay.
doesn't work. I already know. Okay. Let's talk about
I'll just trap you guys in here. It's all right.
the Los Angeles Rams heading to New England to play the Patriots. The Rams, a 4.5-point favorite. Over-unders 43.5. Live from Gillette Stadium. It's that time of year. We will get a weather report up here. Let's see. Sunday in Boston, 60 sunny.
Oh, okay.
60 and sunny for the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams in the over.
Zolo?
Yeah, I'll go Rams in the over.
I'm going to go Patriots in the under.
Okay.
Rams in the over.
And I have a prop if anybody cares to hear it.
Yeah.
That's your lonely island.
I'm going to go with the Hunter Henry anytime. And I'm going to parlay it with a Keyshawn Booty over 31.5 points. Listen, I think Drake May
31.5 points.
31.5 yards.
Oh, okay.
31.5 yards. Drake May. I'm a believer in Drake May. I might be hopping back on the Patriots bandwagon. I might be hopping back on. Bruce?
The Rams in the over.
No, whatever.
Didn't I already say that?
I had to do it all by myself.
That's why I said you're out there on your lonely island.
Oh yeah, sorry, Prez. Forgot to ship you that invite today. Moving on. Let's talk Cleveland Browns at New Orleans Saints. Cleveland. Oh, excuse me. New Orleans, a 1.5-point favorite at home. Over-unders 44.5. Uncle Sam,
Jameis Winston revenge game.
do you think they're going to bark or no?
Sorry?
Are the Browns going to bark?
Taking the Browns, baby. Taking the Browns and the over and the Cedric Tillman anytime touchdown.
Will you bark?
Will you bark?
No.
No barking? This
get
one
a
You win, I'll bark.
We should get a shirt made that says "Will you?
Will you bark? Did you say if they win, you'll bark?
No.
You just said if they win, you'll bark.
You said Browns in the over?
Yes, I did.
I'm going to go with the Saints in this game. They looked halfway decent last week. Give me the Saints.
And who's your anytime? Who's your prop bet?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Scantling, fucking
No.
over 89 yards.
Listen, that Marquez
receiving.
Valdez Scantling, don't bite that because it'll hit. He'll go 131 week and 0 the next. I'm going to take the under in this game. And I think you have a safe bet parlaying Kamara and Chubb in this one. I like both of them to score. I do not like Cedric Tillman. Just at all.
This is the Jameis Winston revenge game. I don't have it in me not to pick the Browns at home. I'm going with the Browns. I'm going with the under. They're coming off the bye. I think there's going to be a major deflation for the Saints after the big win last week against the Falcons. Give me the Browns.
Brucey Poo.
I'm going with the Saints in the over.
Come on.
All right.
What? Dude, the Saints are at home.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I
exactly
can't
why
believe
I'm
both of
going.
them.
Saints in the over.
I know. I can't believe both of you picked Cleveland.
Whatever.
Oh, you're agreeing with? Okay.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings heading to Nashville to play the Tennessee Titans. Minnesota, 5.5-point favorite. Over under 39.5 points. Wow, that's low. That's very low. Zola, you want to start this one off?
Yeah, I'll go Vikings in the over. Justin Jefferson anytime, and parlay that with, you ready for this one? Calvin Ridley anytime.
Ooh. Uncle Sam, weather in Nashville on Sunday, 71 and partly cloudy.
Oh my God, that's
Taking the Titans.
the Vikings.
Titans in the over.
Drive.
I'm going to go Minnesota in the over as well. Jordan Addison's been awfully quiet as of late. Give me Jordan Addison over the 32.5 yards and parlay that with Justin Jefferson over 81.5. I do love the Ridley touchdown prop. I will co-sign that. Bruce, pick this game.
I'm taking the Vikings in the over.
That's a sweep for the Vikings, eh?
No, I took
we took
the
the
Titans.
What?
I took the Titans, dude.
Why, dude?
What do you mean, why? You didn't hear me?
I wasn't listening to you.
I took the Titans in the over.
In what world?
Listen to me. I thought Minnesota should have lost last week.
Well, yeah, they should have, but
Yeah.
they're playing.
They haven't
like
impressed
Tennessee.
me, dude. They're regressing, not progressing.
Okay, next up. Oh, this is gonna be a dog shit.
You
game.
got my prop on it.
He's
You
got it.
everything,
He's
right?
got it.
Yeah.
I'm just not listening to you.
Okay.
The Indianapolis Colts are heading to MetLife Stadium to play the New York Jets. Anthony Richardson back at the helm for the Colts. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers still steering the Titanic down for the Jets. Jets are 3.5-point favorite. Over-unders 43.5. Uncle Sam, the weather report for New York on Sunday, 67 and partly cloudy.
Taking Jets in the over.
Would you like to enlighten us with a prop?
Sure. My Garrett Wilson, anytime touchdown.
I'm going to go with the Colts and the under in this game. My prop's pretty easy. I'm going to take Anthony Richardson to run one in, and I'm going to parlay that with Anthony Richardson's over on his rushing yards, which is 39.5, and the Colts get a very, very, very much needed win. And the Jets are just done. Has-beens washed.
Yeah, I think the Colts are going to rip the blueprint from the Cardinals last week, and I think you're going to see. I co-sign on Anthony Richardson's rushing prop. Long story, I'm now starting him in my 2-quarterback league in place of Dak, so I need to ride Anthony Richardson all the way to the championship.
To the promised land.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I do think he comes out firing this week. I think it's going to be like when Bryce Young came back. I think it's going to be like when Will Levis came back last week. I think Anthony Richardson looks stout. I think he protects the ball. Give me Anthony Richardson anytime passing touchdown as well. I think he finds Alec Pierce once or maybe even twice in this one, so if you want to do Alec Pierce anytime. And give me the over, reluctantly.
Heimer to Bruce.
I'm going to take the Jets and the over. Is there prop bets on whether a quarterback's going to get hurt or not? Because I'm going to take Anthony Richardson getting hurt in this game, ultimately coming out and ending his season.
No, there's not.
Is there a prop for Anthony Richards to finish the game?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking their talents to South Beach to play the Miami Dolphins. Miami, a touchdown favorite. The over-under is 43.5. Go ahead.
Oh, waiting for you guys.
Have at it. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Mike?
Yeah, Dolphins to win, Dolphins to cover. Tyreek Hill is banged up, but he's going to play. It sounds like he's going to have a wrist surgery at the end of the year. And you know what? Shout out to whoever asked about Jonnu Smith in the chat earlier. Who was that?
That's Tyler.
Tyler?
Shout out to Tyler in the chat.
I'm going to go with Jonnu Smith anytime, just for you, buddy.
Uncle Sam. Oh, for the record, it's going to be 82 and sunny in Miami on Sunday.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, bear weather.
It's a good weather. I'm taking the Dolphins. We'll take the Dolphins in the over.
I'm going to take the Dolphins in the over as well. TD scoring props. I want to parlay the Achane and Tariq Hill anytimes. I also like Brock Bowers over 54.5 in this game. Gardner Minshew's back.
You know who else is back is Dark Lumen, and he's wondering if Uncle Sam is getting a pardon.
Are you getting
what?
Are you going to get a pardon on January 20th?
for your antics on January 6th, 2021?
Oh. None of that's going to matter here in a couple more months, buddy.
They're all getting partying, big dog.
Everybody's getting pardoned.
Everybody's getting pardoned, bud.
Dark Lumen.
And
I'm sure you know that.
even you are going to get
I'm sure you know that even though you're in San Francisco and
You can go steal all the groceries you
swimming
want.
in swimming in the liberal goo that it is.
Bruce.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins in the under.
Dolphins and under. Next up, we have the Baltimore Ravens heading to Pittsburgh for a
Divisional game.
and it's one for the ages. Baltimore, a field goal favorite. The over-under is 48.5. Pittsburgh weather on Sunday at game time, 61 and cloudy.
Okay.
I'm going to start this one off. I'm going to take Pittsburgh to win. I'm going to take the under in this game. Under the 48.5. I like Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry anytime. But I think that I think Pittsburgh's defense is gonna put Lamar Jackson in fits. I'm gonna take under on Lamar Jackson's 41.5 rushing yards. But you know what I do like? I like Russell Wilson's passing props. Give me Russ over the 228.5 yards. Uncle Sam.
I'm taking Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh in the under.
You got a prop for us?
Sure.
Do you have one?
Najee Harris, anytime touchdown.
Zolo?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Ravens just because both you took Pittsburgh. I was a complete coin flip. I'm going to be the devil's advocate on this one. Give me the Ravens to win. Give me George Pickens anytime, and give me the over. All these Ravens games have hit overs. Even Pittsburgh hit an over last week against a running quarterback. I think the same happens this week. Lamar runs wild, and they end up winning. Russ is going to have the ball in his hands late and throw an interception.
All right, Dark. Oh,
Hold on.
Bruce, sorry.
Bruce.
Go ahead, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Come on, guy behind the
I pick
computer.
the Ravens every fucking week for probably the last year and a half.
Bruce, you can't say those things. You're going to get a shadow banned.
Yeah.
Come on, Bruce.
Excuse me.
Watch your P's and Q's. Watch your French.
There you go.
Every fudging week.
There we go.
And
Excuse me, why me français?
Nah, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens. I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
All right.
I gotta stick with them. I have to.
Shout out to Carl G. It's his birthday month. Couldn't do
Ravens
it.
in the over.
Is he sober?
No.
Okay.
No. Hey, Dark Lumen, next up we have
Divisional game.
the Seattle Seahawks are heading to the Bay Area to play the San Francisco 49ers. Frisco, a 6.5-point favorite. Over-unders 48.5. Who'd like to start it off?
I'll go.
There we go.
This game's interesting to me because it's a prove-it game for both of these teams. I'm going to give the edge to the Niners with McCaffrey's home debut this year. I think the Niners come out swinging, and it puts, same as Pittsburgh and Baltimore, I think it's going to put Geno Smith in a position where he's going to have to play from behind to try and win on the road, and I don't think he's capable against some teams. He's not going to be capable against a team with as good of an offense like San Francisco has. Give me the Niners to win. Give me the Niners to cover. I like the over in this one as well. My props, I mean, any Niner. Keep it easy. Brock Purdy's passing over. I'd hit that. I think Brock Purdy has a monster game. If you want to take him over 1.5 TDs, you could probably get away with that as well.
Niners to win and cover. I'm going to take the over in this game, and I'm going to go with the CMC trifecta. Christian McCaffrey anytime. Christian McCaffrey over 35.5 receiving yards. Christian McCaffrey over 82.5 on the ground. I think he comes out strong. I also like Kittle in this game. I throw a Kittle anytime in there, sprinkle that in. And Niners roll. Uncle Sam?
Taking the Seahawks in the over. And my prop is the Kenneth Walker trifecta touchdown.
You had to pull that for me?
What?
You had to pull that one from me?
What?
Come back with the trifecta of your own?
That's it.
Wow.
You should be honored.
I know. I should be. Bruce!
Unfortunately, I'm going to take the 49ers and the over.
Oh, the weather in San Francisco. Sunday.
You said it was like 60.
61 and rain.
There you go.
Christian
I'm
McCaffrey.
taking Kenneth Walker.
Sounds like a
baby.
fast track to me.
All right, here we go. Next up, we have the Atlanta Falcons heading to Denver to play the Broncos. Denver, a 1.5-point favorite. Over-unders 43.5. Denver weather on Sunday, 51 and sunny.
Fuck.
Uncle Sam, go ahead, start it off.
I'm going to take Denver in the over. I don't know what the kid's name is, the running back they got. He's a new kid.
Audric Estime.
Estime is my prop. Anytime touchdown.
I'm going to go Atlanta in this game. Atlanta's coming off of...
It's a bad loss.
it's a bad loss, man. And Denver, yeah...
I think they're trading down.
I think this is a pick 'em, realistically. Like, for me...
Denver should have won last week. They're going to come out hard.
Yeah, I feel like Atlanta needs this one more than Denver. I'm going to go Atlanta here by a hair. I mean, I think this could be a 1-2 point game. I think it's going to be very tightly contested. Kirk Cousins is not going to have to. He's going to have to be pretty damn good in this game for them to win. I'm going to take the under. I know it's only 43.5, but I just something about this game just has toilet written on it. My touchdown score, give me Bijan. Just if it's a game that's this tight, just give me the Bijan props. I'm gonna go over 67.5 and a touchdown for him. Zola?
You the over?
I took the under.
Yeah, I'm with Uncle Sam. I'm gonna go Denver in the under. I think that the Falcons are in this phase of the program where they have problems that they're trying to solve. And I think that it's going to cause some problems going in against a pretty stout Denver team that's offense is getting better. Its passing game is getting better. And the defense has been incredible all year. And I think that that's the recipe to beat the Falcons is if you are stout enough defensively, if you got good corners. See how they played against the Steelers week 1 at home. Steelers came in there with a great defense, and they shut Kirk Cousins down pretty well. So I'm going to bite on this. Give me Denver, and it's going to make that NFC South race a little bit crispier.
All right.
Bruce.
Taking the ATL.
It's just Bruce. Bruce, you got to speak up.
Falcons and
You got soft hands, bud.
what's the over under?
You got soft hands.
I'm gonna take the over.
43.5.
The over.
Is that it?
I took the Falcons in the over.
Okay. You need to speak up. You need to find some grit.
Dude, I was thinking.
You need to find grit.
I have many grit.
You don't have any grit. You have
Listen,
baby ass soft
you
hands.
got soft hands.
You don't know
Right?
the first thing
You
about
got-
rough hands,
You got
bud.
soft hands.
You don't know the first thing about rough
Soft
hands.
hands. I bet you they smell
Listen,
good.
son.
Too. That's the weird part.
Listen, son.
You got soft hands, boy.
Listen, son. Son. Next up, America's Game of the Week. The Kansas City Chiefs are heading to Buffalo to play the Bills. Weather in Buffalo for Sunday, 55, mostly cloudy. Not just cloudy, mostly cloudy. Buffalo is a 2.5-point favorite. Shocked. They know something we don't. Over under 46.5. The reason why Buffalo's a favorite in this game, they've been playing better than Kansas City. But the Chiefs just have some sort of magic going on.
That's it.
Uncle Sam, please.
Chiefs in the over, baby. Chiefs in the over. The Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown.
No, I'm not doing it. Give me Buffalo. I want Buffalo all the way in this one. Give me Buffalo. Give me the under. Chiefs haven't been scoring points. Give me the under. I like a James Cook rushing. I like a Josh Allen rushing. Receiving prop. I love one. Give me the Amari Cooper over 43.5. And I think Buffalo steamrolls Kansas City.
You don't like Amari Cooper.
I know. But I truly think every single Chiefs fan on Monday is going to know where they stand.
And I'm going to go to that TikTok that we posted.
Yeah. And just put
Where
Buff.
there's 60 of you Chiefs fans who don't watch our show, and you just skim the comments on TikTok to find people bashing your team, and you come up for ways to spin it, and I'm going to respond to every single one of you.
Yeah.
And you don't live rent-free in my head. Literally no one lives rent-free in my head because I got Dan Campbell over here, and I got Jared Goff and Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, so I don't really care what any of you have
And
to say.
Bruce's weed pen.
And for that reason, I'm picking the Buffalo Bills.
There we go.
Shout out to our boys over at the Yak. You also
shout
can't
out to
see
the
this.
Yak, baby.
Shout out to the Yak boys. I think the Bills win this. Everyone's betting against him this week because he hasn't played in a couple weeks, and they think that the Chiefs have some mystical secondary. Give me Amari Cooper anytime for this one. And I'm also going with the under. But I like the Bills at home.
This is realistically, this is a huge game for Josh Allen.
Huge
He
game.
has to win this one.
It's redemption.
You have to win.
He
this.
can put himself firmly at the top of the MVP race if he does.
Yes,
if he does
I
this,
agree.
in my opinion. The only person that might be in front of him is Lamar.
Dethrone the Chiefs. Bruce, pick it. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. You fucking dick.
Chiefs
I hate him. I fucking hate him, dude.
in the over, baby.
Put your face on there when you say that. Put your face on there.
Yeah,
when you say
hey, do that.
Yeah.
Let them
Put
see
your
it.
little pink face
Put your
on
little
there.
pink face on there.
Fucking piece of chewed gum.
Declined.
Worthless.
Okay, real quick. Ravens Steelers. We'll throw Seahawks Niners in here. Chiefs Bills. Bengals Chargers. What's the biggest game of the weekend?
Oh, we're doing this
Chiefs
right now.
Bills.
Yeah.
Chiefs Bills.
Chiefs Bills. Chiefs Bills. If Buffalo wins this game, they're the favorite in the AFC.
Can I tell you why it's Ravens Steelers?
Sure.
because the winner of that game likely has the best foothold into winning the division. Whereas the Chiefs are going to win
so you
their
have to
division.
play one more time yet, too.
The Chiefs are going to win their division. The Bills are going to win their division. Even if the Bills are the favorite, if they win the game, it's going to be hard. Without a couple more Chiefs losses, it's going to be hard to upset the Chiefs. The road to the AFC goes through Arrowhead.
That's it, baby.
And it's going to be hard without a couple more losses to get there. Even if they are the favorite. They're not the favorite until they win that game in the playoffs. They're not the favorite.
This is my philosophy. If they beat the Chiefs and the Chiefs go to 9-1, they're a game behind Buffalo. Or Buffalo's only a game behind.
Yeah.
And realistically, I know we talked about how weak Kansas City's schedule is. I still like Buffalo's going to lose 2 more games the rest of this year. I think the Chiefs could lose 3.
Okay, I got one last rebuttal, and we can clip this. How many minutes into the show is this? 49 minutes into the Friday show on November 15th. The winner of Steelers-Ravens is going to win the AFC. That's why I think it's a bigger game.
You think so?
I do.
You really think so?
I do.
Road to the Super Bowl goes through Arrowhead, bud.
I want to do this. Will you pull up our Alive or Deads?
Yeah.
I want to do this right now. I want to do our Alive or Deads. I want to revisit it because
Team
I think
tiers?
there's some team tiers.
You want to move some teams
I
over in
want
your
to move
tiers?
some teams in my tier.
Okay, you can go first. I'll run you through your tiers.
Okay, go through my Deads.
You stick a fork in them?
Stick a fork in them.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Stay good with that.
The Tennessee Titans.
Good with that.
The Cleveland Browns.
Good with that.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm not good with that anymore.
Where would you like to put them?
I'd like to move them up a tier. So Cincinnati is not dead yet.
Not out of it.
Not
Still
out.
in it.
The New York Jets.
Dead.
The New England Patriots.
Dead.
The Miami Dolphins.
Dead.
They're not out of it.
The Carolina
Technically
Panthers.
not out of it.
Hold on. But this is the thing. If you're going to say the Jets and the New England Patriots are dead, Miami's only half game up. And I don't think
Miami's not out of it.
Yes, but Miami, you have to remember catching. They're not going to catch. Chargers are 6-3. Miami's 3-6.
Hey, anything can happen. There's
I
a lot
know
of games
anything
left.
can happen. You always with your anything.
Still a lot
can
of games
happen.
left.
That's why this isn't yours. This is mine.
All right, go ahead.
Miami's still dead.
Mark, I see you. No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. The New Orleans Saints
The New Orleans Saints are still dead.
and the New York Giants.
New York Giants are dead.
Okay, you're not out of it tier is the
Is Carolina dead?
yeah.
Okay.
We already went over them.
Okay.
You're not out of it tier is the Los Angeles Chargers.
Not out of it.
You don't want to move them up?
I think they're a playoff team. So I think we should move them up.
Okay. I might agree with you. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Dead. They go down to
I will
dead.
move them down for you.
Jacksonville's dead.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Not out of it.
The Seahawks.
Unfortunately, they're 4-5, so they're still not out of it. But God, they're so close to dead.
The Cardinals.
I would move the Cardinals up here.
In the hunt. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm good with where they're at.
Cowboys.
Dead. Cowboys are dead.
The Chicago Bears.
At 4-5, they're dead.
The Minnesota Vikings.
I would move them up a tier.
And then you just put the Bengals in there, so we're not going to move them up a tier.
Correct.
Okay. In the hunt, you have the Broncos.
I would move the Broncos down to not out of it.
The Colts.
I would move the Colts down to not out of it.
The Texans.
I would leave the Texans where they are.
The Steelers.
I would move the Steelers up a tier.
The Rams. Oh, we just moved them.
Rams are moving down quickly.
Oh no, I think you had the Rams and in the hunt. No. Okay, the Rams. Where do you want them? In the hunt or not out of it?
Not out of it.
The 49ers.
49ers, I'm good with where they're at.
The Falcons.
The Falcons are probably going to win their division, so we got to leave them here.
The Eagles. Will you move them up?
I would move the Eagles up a tier.
The Commanders.
Good with it.
The Packers.
Good with it.
Okay. And then the championship tier. Are you moving anyone down? You have the Chiefs,
They're 9-0. They got to stay there.
the Ravens,
Ravens are staying
the
there.
Bills,
Bills are staying
the
there.
Lions,
Staying.
the Steelers,
Staying.
the Eagles.
Staying.
Uncle Sam, would you like to go?
Yep.
Let's do it.
In your stick of fork in them, you have the Las Vegas Raiders.
Correct.
You have the Tennessee Titans,
Correct.
Cleveland Browns,
Correct.
New England Patriots,
Correct.
Miami Dolphins.
You just
It's-
fought me.
You know
tooth
what?
and nail.
You know what? It's tempting. It's
You just
tempting.
fought me tooth and nail.
I like the
Move
Bengals
them up
chance-
to in the hunt.
I like the Bengals' chances, or excuse me, I like the Dolphins' chances more than I like the Bengals' chances.
I do too because of their schedule going
Their
forward.
schedule.
Yeah.
So they go up.
So they're in the hunt.
No, they go to not out of it.
Not out of it.
Not out of it.
Okay.
The Panthers,
Out of it.
the Saints,
Out of it.
Giants,
Out of it.
and I think you're sticking with the Dallas Cowboys as stick.
They're done, dude. Put a fork. Put a fucking fork in.
In
them.
your not out of it tier, is there anyone you want to move back or forward? Let's start with the Chargers.
They're in the hunt.
The Jags,
Out.
the Bengals,
Not out of it.
the Jets.
Out of it.
There we go. Yes. Finally, he's
You know
there.
what? Here's the bad thing
Oh,
about
whatever.
this. Well, let me finish.
You're 2 weeks.
Their
too
schedule
late.
going forward right now is really fucking easy, and I got a feeling they're going to win a bunch of games here. So I
Okay.
just put
Hold
them
on.
not out of it.
Before we do that,
not
they,
out of
They
it.
play Indy, Seattle, Miami, who you just said was better than them. Jacksonville, the Rams, Buffalo, Miami. So what? They pick up a win against Jacksonville. and then
I
maybe
don't know.
Indy?
I'm not going to go through that. Go ahead.
They're dead.
Go
Did we do the
Mike.
Bengals already? I think we did. You're
They're
keeping
still
them,
in it.
You're keeping them and not out of it. The Seahawks,
Not out of it. They're still in it.
the Bears.
Bears are done. Bears are done. They're done.
So I'm moving the Bears down a tier. The Dolphins, we just moved up, so we're good there.
Okay.
Okay. In the hunt tier, is there anyone you would like to move up or down? We have the Broncos,
No, leave them there.
the Colts.
I think the Colts are out of it.
There's stick a fork in them, or they're not out of
There's
it?
stick a fork in them.
The Ravens, you have them as in the
No,
hunt.
they're a playoff.
Yeah, do you
they're
want
a
to move them to
Super Bowl
championship?
contender.
You want to move?
Yeah,
Okay. The Rams,
not out of it.
the 49ers,
Not out of it.
the Cardinals.
I like them right now. Put them in a championship
Well.
deal.
Oh my God. Ew.
The Bucks.
The Bucks,
Mm-hmm.
not out of it.
So we're moving them down a tier.
Yes,
The Eagles,
championship,
the Vikings.
not out of it.
So you're moving them down a tier.
Correct.
The Packers,
Wow.
Not out of it.
you're moving them down a tier.
Yep.
The Chargers, you just moved them up. I think you want them there, right?
Right.
And then in your championship tier, you have the Chiefs,
Road to the Super Bowl goes to Arrowhead.
the Texans,
I keep them there.
the Steelers,
Keep them there.
the Bills,
Keep them there.
Commanders,
I know I'm going to regret this. They're not out of it.
not out of it or in the hunt.
In the hunt. I'm sorry.
Okay.
In the hunt.
The Lions,
Championship contender.
and then you just added Ravens, Cardinals, Eagles. So
Correct.
probably
They're all in the championship hunt.
You truly think the Arizona Cardinals are in a championship hunt?
Yes, I do.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
God bless.
Uh,
All right, Zolo.
That was impressive what they did last week. I don't
Fat
care.
Zolo,
anyway.
it's
Shout
against
out
the
to our
Jets.
boy.
It was against the Jets.
What about Bruce? Get Bruce in here.
I don't know if
I don't
Bruce
have-
made it the first
Bruce
time.
make one.
I didn't make one.
You didn't make one?
I was never.
Let's edit Zolo's. Let's hear what Zolo.
Yeah,
has
let's hear what
edit.
Zolo's got.
And then if we have time, we'll have Bruce do one.
No, I'm good.
Whatever, dude.
If you make a post, I'll do one. for
I'm
the
good
post.
and high right now. I'm good.
We'll make a post. We can post our revisions.
I'll do one, and I'll do it for the post.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna sit here and
Okay.
pick.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. Another thing. Are you taking a second here?
Yeah, I'm just fixing your tiers.
Because we had a question in the YouTube
Yeah,
chat that I want
Do
to.
that.
Okay.
Do that real quick.
And it was if we had to pick a 5 or 6 way anytime touchdown parlay, so essentially like locks of the week, right? Like a guarantee across all the games, who would it be? Who would it be? I think I can take it. I think I can take a stab at this. Number 1, I'm going to take Derrick Henry. Okay? Who do you have?
Josh Allen.
For a rusher?
Yes.
Okay, I'm good with that. I can't argue with that. I'm good with the Josh Allen, and I am going to find Derrick Henry here because I want to build this and look at it.
David Montgomery.
I was going to say David Montgomery this week against Jacksonville as well. I like David Montgomery. That's 3. So we have Allen, Henry, Montgomery. All right, do you want me to go over some of the other top guys with you, and then we can edit this at the end?
Kareem Hunt.
Pacheco.
That's a lot.
He had a touchdown every week he's played.
All right,
since he's
I'll
come
I'll
back.
throw Kareem Hunt in there. I like CMC this week a lot against
There you go.
against.
It's 5.
That's 5. Okay, let me go through the other top guys and see if there's anyone we want to add in, and then we'll subtract. Josh Jacobs, Romeo Doubs, DeAndre Swift.
Swift.
Jacobs.
I'm not willing to put any of those into this.
Okay.
Kieran Williams
Yeah.
against the Patriots.
Yeah, probably.
I think I would add him in there as well. Okay. Kamara or Chubb against each other. I really don't feel great. I don't feel like I would lock either of those.
No, you probably lock Kamara.
Justin Jefferson against the Titans.
There you go.
Okay, the only thing that worries me about that one is if he doesn't get it early and Minnesota's blowing them out.
Yeah.
That one worries me. Breece Hall or Jonathan Taylor against each other. I don't want to touch that game. Not for this. You gotta remember.
I think they both could score touchdowns.
Yes, but we're picking locks.
Yeah.
Locks.
He has a lock.
6 locks. Achane, Tyreek Hill. I don't feel comfortable taking either of them. Derrick Henry, we already got. Christian McCaffrey, we've got. Bijan against Denver, I don't think that's a lock. Kareem Hunt, we talked about. I agree with that. I think Kareem Hunt gets one, and Josh Allen gets one as well. Dobbins, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase. Bengals against Chargers.
I like the Chase Brown.
You like Chase Brown
Yes.
more so than Jamar Chase.
T. Higgins.
Yes.
Jamar Chase coming off of a 265 touchdown or 265 and 3 touchdowns.
Against a weak secondary.
Okay, I'm going to skip that game then because I don't like Chase Brown.
Okay.
Mixon against the Cowboys.
I like Mixon all day long.
I kind of do as well. Okay, so we have 7 right now.
Okay.
You want to chime in here, Zolo, and see if there's anybody you'd take out?
No, I like where you guys are right now.
Okay.
Mainly because I haven't been paying attention. I'm working on the tiers.
Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt, Derrick Henry, Montgomery, McCaffrey, Kieran Williams, Joe Mixon. For the record, Allen and Kareem Hunt against each other. Henry against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Montgomery against
I
Jacksonville.
don't love Kieran Williams.
Kieran Williams against the New England Patriots.
I don't love Kieran Williams.
Do you like Joe Mixon against the Cowboys better than Kieran against the Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take Kieran Williams out. So our 6 leg right now, our 6 leg lock of the week parlay is a Josh Allen anytime, a Kareem Hunt anytime, a Derrick Henry anytime, David Montgomery, Christian McCaffrey, and Joe Mixon. Does anybody have any arguments with any of those?
I mean, the Kieran one is kind of a lock for me.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
That's
good
just
with
The
it.
one thing that worries
I am
me,
good with
the
it.
one thing that worries me about that is, again, if Stafford's chugging and he throws a couple touchdowns early to Puka and Kupp, and they go up 14 or 17 to nothing.
Karen Williams is going to get fed the ball.
Yeah, but does he score?
You have to. They're going to run clock.
Okay, then we'll add Kierwin in.
Yep.
The one that I'm hesitating on right now is Joe Mixon for the same reason.
Oh, absolutely not. I think Joe Mixon's going to fucking tear it up. They're going to come back and have to make a statement this week. They're going to be out to really pound somebody in this submission.
Does anybody have any hesitation with McCaffrey?
No.
No.
Does anybody have any hesitation with Allen or Hunt?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Okay, so we're going to make it one better here. We're going to go with a 7-leg anytime parlay. It comes out to plus 3,218, which means $10 wins you $321.90. It is Josh Allen anytime, Kareem Hunt anytime, Derrick Henry anytime, David Montgomery anytime, McCaffrey anytime, Mixon anytime, Kyron Williams anytime.
We do not promote gambling on
We do not promote gambling on this show. Please gamble responsibly. Don't waste your money. But I will be hitting that. Without question. I'm going to hit that because that's nice. $100 wins you $3,200. And I think that the matchups too. Matchups figuring in Derrick Henry, I don't think it matters who you match him up against, he'll score. Montgomery against Jacksonville, I think that's beautiful. McCaffrey against Seattle, I love it. Houston, Mixon against the Cowboys, yes. And Josh Allen against the Chiefs, I really think he runs one in. Okay, Zolo, are you ready?
Yeah, I'll be quick. In my stick of fork in them, I have the Raiders, the Titans, the Jags, the Browns, the Jets, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Saints, and the Giants. And I went through it quick because it really doesn't matter. The only team I would consider moving up is who that I said? Yeah, I went through it too quick.
You went through it too quick.
It's the Dolphins is the only team I would consider.
I agree with you.
Because of their start, because of how poor their start was. Statistically, like mathematically, historically, if you combine every metric, they have a 2% chance of making the playoffs.
If they just had one more win, if they would have won that bullshit game 2 weeks ago,
Yep.
I would have felt so much better.
So I am not moving the Dolphins up for that reason. Now, am I not out of it? I have the Broncos, who I am leaving there. I have the Chargers, who I am going to move up to in the hunt.
I agree.
I have the Colts, who I am moving down to stick a fork in them. And
they're dead to you.
yeah, I don't think
Wow.
they compare with. So okay, comparing the Colts and the Dolphins, who I like better. I like the Dolphins. I love that the Colts went back to Anthony Richardson. I'm so excited about that. I think it's going to be good for them. That's how it should have been. They shouldn't have been trying to play to get into the playoffs this year. They should have been trying to develop their talent and taking their time and learning how to win. See Lions 2021. That's what the Colts should have been. The Bengals, I have them and not out of it. I'm leaving them and not out of it. I still think that there's a bad chance that they get in.
Same.
If they do, it's going to be as the 7 seed, but I think things are tough. The Rams I have is not out of it. I'm going to leave them there. The Seahawks, talk to me on Sunday. Right now I'm going to leave them and not out of it. The Cardinals, I have them and not out of it. I'm moving them up to in the hunt because I think they're going to win that division still. The Bucks I have and not out of it. I'm going to leave them there. The Falcons I have and not out of it. I'm going to leave them there.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for them.
The Cowboys I have is not out of it. I am moving them down to stick a fork in them. And then the Bears, I am moving them down to stick a fork in them. In the hunt tier, I have the Texans. I'm leaving them there. The Steelers, I am moving up to the championship tier. The 49ers, I am leaving them there. The Eagles, I am moving the Eagles up to the championship tier. The Commanders, the Vikings, the Chargers, and the Cardinals. I like my list as is. My championship tier is Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Packers, Lions, Steelers. Uncle Sam's list is Chiefs, Texans, Steelers, Bills, Eagles, Lions, Ravens, Cardinals. So I think you have the Cardinals and the Texans over me. And then let me see what else you have. I have Chiefs, Ravens. Doesn't matter. You and I are the same, Sam. I think I have one more team. So you have Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Lions, Steelers, Eagles. I still have the Packers in mine.
You still have the Packers.
That's the difference. And then Uncle Sam has one more team. So, yeah, I think it's shaping up. I think we have our horses. In my opinion,
A couple more weeks here, and them teams will be dropping down. So
7, 8, 9, 10,
You know
11,
something.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
You want to know
17,
something? You know what's
18,
getting close?
19.
It's getting really close. It's getting really close for the playoff machine.
I think in fairness, we could probably start the playoff machine after Thanksgiving.
I agree, but we're getting close. I can't.
I agree.
Yeah.
I cannot wait
That's my
for
favorite
some
thing.
playoff machine.
We got to pick the games on the playoff machine.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let's pick these last couple. I think we only have a handful left
Two.
here.
You have 2 left.
2 left.
2 left.
That's if you guys want to do Monday night.
We picked it.
We picked Monday night already,
Oh, you did.
so I think there's only
bad.
1 left.
My bad.
No, there is 2 because you cut it because
Oh,
I
I
think
cut
you
Sunday
wanted to
Night
move
Football
these.
off.
You wanted to move these teams. This is a great game. This is a great Sunday night.
This for me, okay, for me personally, this game right here decides. I think the Chargers are a playoff team regardless at this point. This game decides if Cincinnati makes it in. Cincinnati Bengals are heading to SoFi Stadium to play the Chargers. LA, a 1.5-point favorite. The over-under is 47.5. I'm going to take the Bengals in this game. I'm going to take the over. I love a Jamar Chase anytime. I think he continues on the same path that he was on last week. I think he's the best receiver in football right now. And I think Burrow's playing like the best quarterback. So with that being said, give me the Jamar Chase over the 77.5. Give me Joe Burrow over the 257.5. I think that the Bengals cook. And that means nothing bad about the Chargers. I think the Chargers are this year's biggest surprise. And they're playing like a true contender right now. But I think Cincinnati's getting really hot really fast.
Can the Chargers, in your opinion, still get in if they lose this game?
Yes.
Okay.
I could definitely see this is a wild card matchup. These are 2 teams that I truly believe are going to get into the wild card. If the Chargers win this, I think it solidifies their spot as a wild card team, and it really makes it difficult for Cincinnati. If Cincinnati wins, I think you'll see both these teams in the playoffs. Uncle Sam.
I'm going to take the Chargers and the over.
Why? I would like to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, I think with Gus Edwards back and that tandem between him and Dobbins, they're unstoppable. And Cincinnati's had a really hard time stopping the run. So I'm gonna take them guys.
You're not far off, Uncle Sam. And I, of course, a Harbaugh guy over here. I want the Chargers to win a
Do you have
lot.
a prop for me?
I just gave it to you.
No, you didn't. You said
What?
Gus Edwards' name.
Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins each get a touchdown.
I'm very reluctantly going with the Bengals because I do believe that they're hot, and I believe that they need this game, and it's a winnable game, and they can no longer afford to lose winnable games. Plus, having been to that stadium myself, I've seen it get raided. If I live in Southeast Ohio and I'm looking for a game to go to, I'm trying to go to L.A. for a weekend. So I think there's going to be a lot of orange, a lot of Bengals fans there. Should be a great atmosphere. But I am going with the Bengals. Give me T. Higgins anytime.
Ooh.
He's returning to the field. I like T. Higgins in this one. I like the over as well. Would not be shocked if the Chargers win. Pulling for my guy Jim Harbaugh. I sat and watched they had him mic'd up last week, and I watched it. I don't know if you guys saw anything. It was so good. His players absolutely love him. But I'm with you. I just think the Bengals
Bengals are hot right now.
despite the losses, they've been playing well, and they need this one. It's going to be the Bengals. Bruce, before anyone forgets you.
Here we go. This is going to be Bruce telling us how the Chargers are going to win. Let's go.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Over under.
What is it?
Over or under?
No, I'm saying what is it?
Oh, great. Good listening, Bruce.
I'll take the under.
Whatever, dude. You suck. You suck, brother.
You guys all took the over. What was I supposed to do?
Okay, and to wrap it all off, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars coming to Ford Field to play the Detroit Lions. We get to see Mac Jones again this week for the Jaguars.
I thought they said that
No, it's Mac.
Lawrence was going to play.
It's Mac Jones.
The injections didn't work.
It's Mac Jones. Detroit Lions are 13.5-point favorites. Over under is 46.5. Uncle Sam, you want to take this?
Yeah, I'm taking Mac Jones. No, I'm taking the Lions in the over.
Lions in the over. Give me David Montgomery anytime. And honestly, you could take a Gibbs anytime too. Again, I like them both.
Yeah, Lions in the over. Lions in the over. I do like how the Jags have played the last couple weeks.
I do too. I thought they played really well.
I'm looking for a big game out of Travis Etienne. Tank Bigsby is out. I think Etienne kind of eats against this Lions defense. In fact, give me Etienne anytime. And I think that the Lions, cognizant of Sam Laporta being out, the Lions are aware of that, and they're going to build Brock Wright's confidence up. So if you have Brock Wright and you're starting him, have fun with that one because I think Brock Wright's scoring a touchdown. Lions to win, Lions to cover. Give me the over.
How much should the Lions possibly? Realistically, what do you think they win this game by?
22.
I think it could be. I think it's going to be just like
10.
Tennessee was.
Do we all have the over?
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
Lions hit the over by themselves.
Bruce?
Lions in the over. Can't get any better than that, baby.
Do you have a prop? You're going to be at the game. Can you give us something? You know one I like? I'm going to really dig
I'm going to
here.
take a JMO anytime.
I'm going to take the JMO over 44.5 yards.
I like the JMO anytime. I think JMO's going to have a huge game this weekend. It's going to be a big
JMO
JMO
over
game.
44.5. And look for a golf bounce back. I really think you're going to see a golf bounce
That's
back.
why I'm saying JMO anytime.
Oh, with that being said, those are the picks of the week. And we had our tier rankings in. And it's 6:23. So that was nice and concise for y'all. Anybody have anything to add? Anybody want to touch on anything? Anything we need to talk about? Uncle Sam's got his hand on the mic. It looks like he's ready to make an announcement here. Is this it?
Is this the
God
swan
bless
song?
Mac Jones.
God bless Mac.
He needs all the blessings
Hey.
he can get.
Does Zadarius Smith get in his butt at all before this ends? Or
I'm sorry?
is Zadarius Smith going to get in Mac Jones's butt this week? I think he gets in his butt.
No comment.
Crowd goes crazy. Zadarius Smith gets a sack. Plasters Mac Jones' face on the ground. Gets a nice W.
The big JD in your Vance on TikTok said, "Give me those free Lions tickets or I'm a freak out." It's an odd thing to say. Do you listen to our show? You should tune in, and we'll see if you win. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, I
Ask us
kinda
your
like
fantasy
that. I
questions.
kind of like that. Just give me the fucking tickets.
Big JD in your Vance. Let's see. Let's do a little digging
Little
on Big
background
JD
check
in your
on
Vance. No content.
No content. His thumbnail is bald and fat JD Vance.
Godspeed, brother.
It's actually a great thumbnail.
Yeah, so just a quick reminder, we're doing a ticket giveaway. We're going to give away 2 sets of 2 tickets for the Detroit Lions Thanksgiving Day game. It's going to be electric. What day are we giving away? Monday the 25th, I think?
Monday, 3 days before the game.
Monday the 25th, we're going to give them away live on the show. So you can join us, and I'm going to throw some winners at you. Other than that, I don't think we have much to add. Solo slam the laptop. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. Make sure to check out our socials for all the information on our ticket giveaway. Instagram at Tip Balls, TikTok at Tip Balls Podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music, you can watch us live on TikTok or YouTube, where you can subscribe, ring the bell, get notified when we go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday sometime around 5. Thank you guys so much for listening. We will be back Monday to see how wrong we were.